Hey YouTube, it's Jen. So today I have an empties video for you. I have a little bit of everything, some cosmetics, some body care, and some candles. So I'll go ahead and get right into it and show you what I've used up. First of all, I'll start with some soaps. I used up a Vanilla Bean Noel foaming soap. I love this scent. It's just kind of the perfect toasted sweet vanilla, almost like a cookie. It smells great, but not too bakery, so I feel fine using it as a hand soap. I usually don't like vanilla scents as a hand soap, but this is probably the one exception. I also used up a sweet cinnamon pumpkin. I love this scent. This is one I use up every year. The soap and body care are much different from the candle. The soap I feel like is more focused on the pumpkin and doesn't have as much spice as the candle does, which honestly I kind of wish it did have a little bit more spice, but I mean it is what it is and it's still a nice soap to use for fall. I also used up a fall cranberry harvest. I love this scent. This was a really nice sweet cranberry scent with just a touch of spice. It was perfect for, fall, Christmas time. I loved it. And last but not least for soaps is one that I absolutely hated, and I will never use this again. This is the Pumpkin Pecan Waffles Foaming Hand Soap. I know a lot of you guys really love this scent. I like the candle in small doses, but this, I absolutely hated it. The smell on my hands made me nauseous. I could not handle it. So I actually couldn't finish this. Jeremy was a trooper and used this up while he used a different soap because it was that bad. So it didn't go to waste. My husband still used it, but never again. Ugh, never. Last but not least is another kind of fall hand soap, and this one I absolutely loved, and this was a Walk in the Woods. This to me smelled exactly like crunchy leaves outside. It really captured the essence of fall very well in my opinion, and I absolutely loved it. I smelled maybe a little bit of musk in there, some sandalwood, but oh, it just smelled so good. So if you see this anywhere, maybe on discount or if you're near an outlet, check it out because it really was a great fall scent, and I hope they bring something like this back for next year. I do have a couple of hair things I've used up. The first one is a sample I received from Birchbox, and this is the No. 4 High Performance Hair Care Clarifying Shampoo. It came in this little bottle, and I actually got about 4 or 5 uses out of this bottle, and I really liked it. I'm kind of picky about my shampoo. I really like my Ebates Scalp Relief. That's my absolute favorite and the one I go to most often. But every once in a while I'll get a little hair care sample and I give it a shot because you never know. And I really liked this. The smell does take some getting used to, but it cleans your hair so well. It really clarified my scalp. I didn't have any flakes or oils, but it didn't strip my hair. So I really liked this. However, this is very expensive. So I'm not sure if I like it more than my Aveda, but I would be open to maybe trying this in the full size someday. I also used up probably one of my favorite hair care items of all time. This is the Oribe Dry Texturizing Spray. This stuff is amazing. I have very fine, thin hair, and if I don't style it right, it will not look cute. It actually looks very kind of flat and limp. So I use this after I blow dry. It just kind of helps gives it texture, gives it a little bit of lift where I want it, and it smells fantastic. So this is great. This kind of helps my hair look normal, and like when I do crazy stuff like this really helps kind of hold the style a little bit, and it makes the curls last a little bit longer as well. So overall, huge fan. This is very expensive, but I use my Birchbox points to cash in on it, and I think it's so worth it. I have yet to find a texturizing spray that works as well. Okay, now on to some body care. I used up an Aromatherapy Stress Relief Shower Gel in Eucalyptus Tea. I loved this shower gel. This was just the perfect pick-me-up. I normally shower in the morning, so let's be honest, I'm so tired. I just want to go back into bed, and this was a perfect energizing scent. It really just woke me up and got me ready for the day. I also used up a shower gel in Secret Wonderland. I love this scent. This is a repackage of the long ago Moonlight Magic. I just love this. It's really cozy. It's actually as fruity as it sounds. It's a very good winter scent. I think the strawberries, it's strawberries, violets, and I think a little bit of musk in there. It's wonderful. One of my favorite scents from Bath & Body Works, and it is an online exclusive, so you can still get it on the website even though the stores no longer carry it. I also used up a Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin Shower Gel. This one I used to love, and I used to use this a lot, but I think I've kind of grown out of this scent in the body care. It was nice. There wasn't anything bad about it, but I just feel like overall, I'm over wearing the scent on my body. But it was a nice shower gel. It did the trick. I mean, I don't have too many complaints over it. I used up one face product. This is the Paula's Choice Resist Ultralight Super Antioxidant Concentrate Serum. And I'm only 27, so I'm not old, really. No, I'm not old at all. Compared to a lot of YouTube people, I'm old. But I thought I really need to start taking better care of my skin, just because when I do get older, I want my skin to be in good shape. But I am a very low maintenance person. I don't use a lot of masks or peels or anything like that on my face. I just wash it, moisturize it. That's about it. So I thought I'd want to introduce myself to some sort of serum, and this was a really fair price on Birchbox.com. So I bought it on a whim with some of my points I think over the summer, and I have been so impressed with this product, and I really feel like my skin has benefited from this serum. Since I've been using this, I have very oily skin, and this really does help control the oil throughout the day. Not that I'll stay matte all day, that's pretty much impossible, but I really have noticed less oil and shine throughout the day, which is really nice. And this is about $25, which sounds really expensive, but for a serum, it's really not. I mean, if you look for a good serum, they are so expensive, you guys. I mean, you can get serums for hundreds of dollars, really. But this, I really like this, and I feel like my skin is softer. I feel like it's less dull. I'm a huge fan. And this is formulated for normal to oily skin, which I like because it's not too heavy. So, a huge fan. If you are looking for a nice serum and you tend to have more oily skin like I do, check this out. She has a website, and I think you can still get this on Birchbox.com as well. Okay, now on to home fragrance. I did use up one Wallflower in 'Tis the Season. I use this all through the holiday season. It's wonderful. It's just a mix of cinnamon, spices, pine, all in this lovely Christmassy hug. It's great. I use this a lot. I think I have the candle burning right now. It's just a wonderful scent, and you really can't go wrong. For the Wallflowers, I really like them. I know that they're not the strongest, but that's kind of what I prefer, and I'm glad they're not super strong. I like kind of a subtle scent for my home. That way I can still burn candles on top of it. Because for me, if the Wallflower is super strong and I'm burning a candle as well, it just gets to be too much and I'll have a huge headache. Okay, now on to some candles. I burned a Cranberry Woods. I have bought this candle every single year since it's come out, and I think it started coming out in 2010. So I still haven't gotten sick of it. It's a wonderful scent. It's just a lovely cranberry and pine scent with just a little bit of spice. And it burned really well. I also used up this little mini candle in Bergamot Woods. This candle was awesome. It started tunneling a little bit when I first started to burn it, but it evened itself out. I use these in the bathroom. These are wonderful for small spaces. I mean, if you're going to use them in a big space, you're not going to have too much luck, but this was really good. It was very kind of woodsy scent with just a touch of bitter citrus. It was wonderful, and it filled up my entire bathroom. I also burned a 'Tis the Season. This is from a couple of years ago. I love the scent, as I said, with the Wallflower. This one did have some performance issues. It burned really well. It had great throw all the way down to the end. And as you can see, I had a little bit of trouble. On this side in particular, you can see where the wax kind of stopped. But overall, not bad. And I really like this candle. I also burned a spiced pumpkin cider. This candle was awesome. It was super strong. It smelled just like apple cider. I didn't really get much pumpkin in it, but it threw really well, and it was just a great candle. So huge fan. I also burned a large jar from Yankee in the scent Campfire Treat. I love the smell of this. This is like Marshmallow Fireside, just your nice smoky marshmallow, but it didn't burn the best. As you can see, there's a ton of rings, and it took me a while to really get a good wax pull on this. I used an Illumilid, and I burned it for hours, and I could only smell this candle when it was burning for more than 5 hours. And for me, I rarely have time to burn a candle for more than 5 hours at a time because I usually have to leave the house, and there's no way in heck I'm gonna leave the home with a burning candle. So I wasn't too impressed with this. I still don't know what to think about the large jars from Yankee. They're so hit or miss, but it is what it is, and I still want to try more. So overall, not the greatest on that one. I used up a spiced apple toddy from Bath & Body Works. This is pretty much the exact same scent as Leaves, but maybe with just a little bit more of a cider note to it. This was great. This was from last year. It burned well, threw well, no complaints. And then last but not least is one I burn every single Christmas. This is Fresh Balsam. This scent was awesome. It burned all the way down to the bottom. Super strong throw. My whole home smelled like a Christmas tree. Can't go wrong with that. And I just loved it. It was a great candle, and you know, pretty much a tradition for me. So those are my recent empties. If you guys do empties videos, let me know if you posted one recently so I can check it out. And if you have used up anything that was really good or particularly bad, leave a comment below and let me know. So thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.